Welcome and warm welcome to High Tech Institution.
Hi guys, in this video we're just going to see S3 static site hosting with SSL. Generally we couldn't directly go with the SSL to an S3 bucket because there is no option is available in AWS. But still by integrating CloudFront and some more services we would able to map SSL to our S3 bucket static site. So first what I'll do is I'm just going to enable the static site to my S3 bucket. Yeah. Okay, so bucket page is arrived. So now we can create it, create bucket. So I'm just going to create the bucket name, which is similar to my domain name. So what I'll do is htge sample dot xyz. Okay, so this domain I just bought just for the demo purpose. Okay, so just for the understanding purpose, I'm just going with the domain name as a bucket name. I just hit create. Yeah, that's it. We created the bucket. So just go inside. So now we have to upload our static files. Static files in the sense the site that we wanted to host. So I'm just going to upload these files inside. So this I just downloaded from the internet. You guys can use any site that you are having. So I'm just going to upload this file. Okay, so the total size is 2 MB. So I'm just uploading here. Okay, so here the files are uploading. So once this is get uploaded, so we need to enable the static web hosting. Okay, only 40 more files needs to get uploaded. So here we can see the succeeded status. Okay, so now we just uploaded the static files. So let's enable the static web hosting. And also the main important thing is here we need to enable this one. Sorry, disable this one. If you go to permission, it would block the public access. So that I'm going to uncheck it. Confirm. That's it. Okay, so now we just unblock this permission, and here if we go, we have to enable this static web hosting. So here we need to give the actual source file name that we are having. So it's index.html in my case. In your case, this can be my home.page, my webpage.html. So it could be anything, but you just need to give the respective index document name here. So just hit save changes. Yeah, that's it. So now we got the static site web URL. Okay, so this is fine now, but still this HTTP URL is appearing. So now we need to integrate SSL. So for that SSL, what I'll do is first I'll go with root 53 and ACM. So first we'll get the SSL certificate, and then we'll come to the CloudFront service. Yeah. So get started. So we are not going to register a domain. We already have a domain in GoDaddy that we just going to use. So I'm just going to do with this create hosted zone, get started, and this must be the domain name htge sample dot xyz, and this must be the public hosted zone, so don't go with private, just create it. That's it. Here we created. So generally when we creating a hosted zone, so two things would appear. One is name servers and SOA. So what we supposed to do is we need to update these name servers into our GoDaddy domain, and main thing is your DNS hosted zone name and your GoDaddy domain name must be same. So this is my GoDaddy domain name. This is my GoDaddy account. So I'm just going to open my product so that we could find our domain name. Yeah. So this is what our domain name. So here we just need to open the domain. Just come to DNS page. Here we could see something called name servers. Okay, so previously I just synced with the another name servers, which is on Azure. So now we're just going to update with our Route 53 name servers. So what we have to do is just copy these name servers. Second, I'm just copying the domain name servers and I'm pasting here. Just delete everything and we found it. So this is the first domain of name server. The last one. Okay, so we updated the name servers. So just hit save. Yeah, just hit continue. Yeah, that's it. So now the request is initiated. But generally when we initiate it, this will just get reflect within few seconds. So if we just gonna hit refresh, we could see our name servers here. Okay, so our AWS DNS name servers is appearing now. Okay, so now our work is done in this GoDaddy. And also once we updated the name servers here, we couldn't update any DNS record. The DNS management only we can do by this hosted zone. Okay, so this is fine now. So now we'll go with the ACM, AWS Certificate Manager. Okay, so I'm just going to request a certificate, and if you have a certificate locally, in the sense you can also import it, but now I'm just going to request a certificate from AWS side, and this I'm just going to, yeah, this we selected, just hit it, and here we need to pass the FQDN. So I'm just going to define HTTP sample dot xyz, and if you're supposed to add any wildcard entries, you can add it, no problem. When you wanted to enable this SSL for your multiple domain record, we can go with the wildcard option as well. But now we can just go with this one, HTTP sample.xyz. This is what our domain name. And yeah, so this is just to export option. So we can leave that option as it is. And valid option, valid method. So this can be the DNS validation, and this is going to be the encryption file format. And just hit request. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so once this SSL is just get created, so we need to update this DNS record into our created Route 53. So this we need to update in our Route 53. Just hit it. Yeah, that's it. Now if we going to hit refresh, the new DNS record would appear. Once this record is get appeared here, our certificate will just get issued within few minutes. Here our certificate is just get issued. So now this is okay. So now our route 53 part and certificate part is fine. So now the static things also we just configured in S3 bucket. That also really good. So now we just need to go with CloudFront distribution. So just go with the CloudFront distribution. I'm just hitting it. So we just need to update this SSL to that CloudFront distribution. And also in that CloudFront distribution, we need to map our S3 bucket URL. And finally, we'll come to this route 53 for the DNS record updation. Okay, so he just pop-up it just showing, and just to create distribution, and we're just going with the free one. Okay, so initially these kind of plannings and all, they won't show you, but now they are showing it to us. And route 53. So distribution name, this can be like yeah. So here we have many options. So now I'm just giving it like stgm sample.xyz. So it's just to just for the understanding purpose I just took. And domain name, yeah, so domain name I'm just going with htg sample.xyz. So just check the domain name. See, it's routed to route 53, so this is okay. And so origin type, so this must be AWS S3. So we're just going to expose it through that. And browse S3. So I'm just going to select the new bucket that we created and just choose that. Yeah, that's it. And here it just use S2 web point. Yeah, I just selected that option. And the customize use recommended origin settings. Okay, so that is really fine. HTTP only, by default the HTTP only option is get selected, but it must be HTTPS. Yeah, okay, so here this option is fine. Okay. So redirect to HTTP to HTTPS, and this can be fine. And origin request policy, yeah, so this also we can skip it. And monitoring mode and the production DDoS protection. Okay, so it's only available on the business plan. So just come on to next. Okay, so we just going to use the available certificate that we just get verified from the AWS. So just select this option, and yeah, so just review everything and just create distribution. This distribution would take only 2 to 3 minutes to come. Okay, so this is under the free plan, and this is something like the domain name. Okay, so here route domains to route CloudFront. So what I'll do is I'm just going to set up routing automatically. So I just hit this one. So if we go to this route 53, so there the CloudFront distribution DNS record would automatically comes into here. So this is what SYA, yeah. So HTG is sample.xyz. That is the record name you're just giving. And this is the record value. Okay, so this is nothing. This is what the CloudFront endpoint. And if you just wanted to know, just hit it. So, okay, just telling it like continue to, okay. But now we just need to check with this one. Metrics, that's it. So now we just need to check with this one. Our domain would come in HTTP, yes. Here it is not coming, so let's ensure that. This is the origin name, this is the origin domain, and this is the type. And okay, everything is fine. And also, if we go with this S3, here we have a permission. Okay, bucket permission, it would give previously, but in the latest console, it is not giving any permission, any policies and things. And also here, the deployment is happening. So just wait. Once this deploying is done. Okay, so here, the status is enabled, but still the deploying process is going on. And this is the domain name. Yeah, the same. We can hit it. Okay, so here it is still loading. And in some of the cases, what will happen in the sense. So your objects are in the private state. So what we have to do is, let's enable the ACL permission. Maybe that could be the issue. I'm just enabling ACL. Just hit save changes. Yeah, acknowledge this and save changes. And just apply, sorry, just go to this edit ACL, and I'm just giving the public permission. Just acknowledge the terms. Just save. And we just need to apply this ACL to our bucket objects. Okay, so the rule is just getting updated in our bucket objects. So just wait for some moment. And it's a global service. Okay, so this one is the global service. So this would create an edge location nearby to us. Best performance and supported HTTP version types. Okay, so this is not the problem. SSL certificate, this is the SSL certificate we used. And in the security aspect, let's see, is there anything is blocking? Core protection, DDoS protection is available on business plan. Okay. Origins. So here we done everything. So let's go and hit refresh. Yeah, the site would available within few minutes. Let's wait. Yeah. Okay, guys, finally the domain comes into an available state. So now this is working in HTTP. Yes, our connection is secure. And also this SSL is applicable to the distribution domain name as well. So if you're going to hit, so we will be able to access this one as well. Okay, this is the simple template I just took from the internet. So you can use any template, any index.html you can use for this demo purpose, practice purpose, sorry. Yeah, okay guys, that's it in this video. I hope this video really helps you well. So in the next video, I'll come up with the interesting topic. Until then, signing off from. Thank you all. Bye-bye.